is one of the biggest agencies in the K-pop industry, HYBE, truly on the brink of operational restrictions by South Korean authorities? This question sharply emerged after a number of legal indications and a shocking statement from Taehyung, a member of BTS, pointed to a major crisis involving the biggest names in the Korean entertainment world. Jungkook, known as BTS's main vocalist, was reportedly deeply concerned after this news surfaced and became a hot topic within the entertainment industry. The situation became more complicated after reports surfaced that South Korea's media and cultural industry regulatory body was investigating several entertainment entities, one of which is HYBE Corporation. The initial suspicions include a lack of transparency in artist management, market monopoly, and aggressive intervention toward independent content deemed harmful to the creative ecosystem as a whole. If proven true, not only administrative sanctions may be imposed, but also the potential banning or restriction of their content distribution on several national platforms. Jungkook's concerns did not arise without reason. As the global face of BTS, he fully understands how fragile an agency's position can be under public and international media scrutiny. Several sources stated that Jungkook personally requested internal clarification and is even considering taking legal action to protect his and the group's reputation. He can't remain silent when BTS's name is being dragged into this. It's not just about business, it's about integrity, said one insider who refused to be named. However, the biggest surprise came from Kim Taehyung, who recently made a public statement through a military live stream. In a brief yet sharp statement, he revealed that there is an important fact not yet known to the public regarding the agency's internal operations. Although he did not go into detail, the implication of his words sparked wild speculation, particularly regarding the possibility of contract structure manipulation and pressure received by artists under HYBE. "We can't always trust what appears on the surface," he said with an unusually serious tone. While the public is still trying to digest the truth behind Taehyung's statement, HYBE itself has yet to issue an official statement regarding this investigation. However, several legal and media observers are beginning to question HYBE's organizational structure, which is considered overly centralized and not giving enough creative freedom to their talents. In fact, some analysts stated that their highly closed management system could become a double-edged sword in today's era of transparency. Additionally, rumors circulating suggest that it's not just BTS being affected. Other groups under HYBE labels, such as 17, LE Seraphim, and HYBE, may also face difficult situations if regulators indeed move forward with restricting distribution or banning promotional activities. Several international event promoters have also reportedly begun reviewing their contracts with the agency, indicating widespread concern throughout HYBE's business network. The question now is, will HYBE really be subject to firm sanctions, even a potential ban? Or is this merely the peak of an internal conflict that has long been neatly hidden behind the global glitter of BTS and other groups under this agency? Although there is still no concrete evidence published to the public, the pressure on HYBE cannot be ignored. Some parties are also highlighting the potential for political intervention that could influence the direction of this investigation, considering HYBE's substantial economic influence on South Korea's cultural export sector. In such a situation, Jungkook's concerns become a real reflection of the anxiety many feel. Not just as an artist, but also as an individual who has fought for his identity with BTS for more than a decade. He understands that a single systemic error by the agency could destroy years of hard work in an instant. That is why, according to various internal sources, Jungkook has begun pushing for transparency and top-level management reform. Taehyung, on the other hand, seems intent on opening the public's eyes to the bitter reality behind the scenes. His statement, delivered in a formal and uncensored setting, indicates an urgency to discuss this issue openly, even if it poses a risk to himself. He ended his broadcast with a shocking statement. "This isn't just about a company, it's about how we treat the people within it." Now, the spotlight is not only on HYBE, but also on the K-pop industry as a whole. Is this the moment when the big agency system begins to be seriously questioned? Is this the start of a structural change that many have long avoided for economic and political reasons? One thing is certain, this storm is far from over. And the public, including armies, now anxiously await. Will there be an official admission from HYBE, or will even more facts be revealed by the artists themselves? However, amid the torrent of this sensational news, one fundamental question deserves to be asked. Are we truly witnessing a real event, or are we merely consumers of a grand narrative crafted to capture public attention? It is undeniable that the information circulating, whether through TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, or various other online media outlets, is often delivered without strict verification processes. Therefore, as intelligent audiences, shouldn't we ask, to what extent is the truth behind what we read and watch? Jungkook's statement expressing concern and Taehyung's comment implying serious issues within HYBE's management system certainly attract attention. But do we have solid proof that these are not part of a communication strategy or even a manufactured crisis? The entertainment industry, especially K-pop, is known for its complex dynamics, often crafting narratives to dramatize or even divert attention from more fundamental issues. Is it possible that this is just a storyline designed to sway public opinion? We, as those who present this information, have the responsibility to state that most of the content in this report comes from open sources that may not be independently verified. Some of it even went viral on social media before being acknowledged through official institutional channels. Therefore, is it reasonable for us to question the credibility of these sources? Being skeptical is not a form of rejecting reality, but rather an essential tool for weighing the validity of a narrative. When an artist like Taehyung says, "Don't believe what you see on the surface," is that a signal of information manipulation? Or is it a sign that the public has long been fed illusions curated by corporate power? In this context, we invite you to ask yourself, do I believe this information just because it's viral? Have I checked a source? Am I being led by emotion or by data? Such reflection becomes critical, especially in an era where information spreads faster than clarification and where fake news is often more appealing than the complicated truth. We can no longer continue to be victims of social media algorithms that prioritize sensation. We would like to end this section with a provocative yet essential question. Are you reading the truth, or merely swallowing a story designed for you to believe?